My name is Oliver Queen. After 5 years on a hellish island, I have come home with only one goal: to save my city. But to do so, I can't be the killer I once was. To honor my friend's memory, I must be someone else. I must be something else. Previously on Arrow.
Time to choose, Oliver. Who lives and who dies?
You got what you came for!
Time's up. I guess you made your choice.
Ivo killed Shadow because of me.
Nothing good comes from telling Slade that you think you're responsible for the death of the woman he loved.
The man who killed Shadow is still out there.
Not for long, because we're gonna take the freighter.
We're all gonna die here, just like him.
No, we're not. I think I found our way onto the freighter.
Parachute.
I'd like you to meet Slade Wilson.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Mr. Queen.
What are you doing here?
Mr. Wilson just made a sizable contribution to my campaign.
How generous of him.
Well, I felt compelled, and it was the least that I could do for your mother. And what the city needs is a pro-business mayor like Moira to spur growth through urban investment.
And we were just discussing how to combat the rising wage gap.
And the answer lies in your budget proposal. You know, when I look at your mother, I think about everything that you went through after the quake. All I can say is, you and I have something in common.
What's that?
I know how difficult it is to pick yourself back up when other people have ridden you off.
Indeed.
What's wrong, Mr. Queen? You look a little peaked.
I'm fine, thank you.
Ah, thank you, dear. Oliver, Mr. Wilson was kind enough to bring a bottle of authentic Australian rum. Will you join us in a drink?
Yes, of course.
Wonderful.
What shall we drink to?
To friendship.
Delicious.
This here is a beautiful piece. Tell me, does your family spend much time on the water?
No. Not since my late husband.
I'm sorry, Moira. Forgive me. I do remember reading about that accident in the paper. You were a brave soul.
I don't like to talk about it.
I can understand. All that time on that island, it must have been hell for you. Shadow would be proud.
Thank you. Those trees don't move or shoot back. Ivo's man on the freighter will.
Then shoot first. Ivo's freighter is located here. He keeps 8 men on deck. 3 on the starboard, 3 on the port, and 2 up in the bridge. But our bigger concern are these GP-25 grenade launchers that they're walking around with at all times.
Do they have night vision?
Not according to Blondie.
That smells awful.
It'll taste even worse.
But it'll work?
I spent a year with Anthony Ivo. I know how he thinks. It'll work.
Hey, what about the Mirakuru?
Well, what about it?
Well, look, I mean, it can cure, I don't know, maybe anything. Maybe it's a miracle drug. But it's also something else. Something that people like Ivo should never be allowed to control.
What about Slade? He might not let us.
Might not let you do what? You think we should destroy the Mirakuru?
If this thing doesn't go our way, we can't let Ivo have it.
You're right. We should burn it.
Anthony devoted his entire life to finding this. Nobody even thought it was real. It was his dream.
Did he ever say why?
He wanted to save the world. We need to talk about tomorrow. About what to do with Anthony once we take the freighter.
What do you mean?
Okay, Slade wants to kill him.
I'm not gonna let that happen.
No, Slade wants to kill him for Shadow. Oliver, you don't know him like I do. Like, if he's given the chance, then he's gonna turn this around. He's gonna make Slade think that it's your fault that she's dead. That you chose to save me instead of her. You can't give him that chance.
Sarah, I can't.
You've killed before.
That's not what you're talking about. You are talking about executing somebody in cold blood.
Slade has a Mirakuru in him. He's unstable. If he loses control, if he snaps again, then we're both dead. You have to kill Ivo.
Who's thirsty?
Where did you get that?
Who cares? Let's drink it.
This is one of the few precious pieces of cargo to survive the crash. Now, Billy Wintergreen and I were planning on saving it for a rainy day. But considering, God willing, this is our last night on the island.
To taking the freighter.
To getting off this island forever.
The Shadow.
You know, if something happens to me tomorrow,
You can't think like that.
if I don't make it, I need you to tell my mom and my sister that I wasn't that same stupid kid who got on that boat. Tell them I was different.
Okay. And if I don't make it, I tell my family that I died on the Gambit.
Why?
Let them remember me the way that I was.
We should all get some sleep.
I've missed you.
Shadow? How are you still alive?
I'm not alive. Remember? I'm dead. Because you chose Sarah over me. Why didn't you choose me? Why didn't you choose me?
Rise and shine, kid. It's time.
Глаза змей! Better luck next time, Henrik.
He cheats!
So do you. He just cheats better.
Get up, preacher boy.
I said, get up, coward!
Wants to see you.
Have faith, my friend. God will protect you.
There is no God. There was. He's not on the ship.
How is she?
I'm sorry, Anthony. I wish I had better news to give you, but her condition is progressing quicker than we anticipated.
Have you tried upping her dosage?
Twice already. But we both know that modern medicine has its limitations.
Oh, yes, I know quite well. Thank you, Doctor.
No, wait. Wait, Mr. My family is Bratva. Russian mafia. And they pay millions for me.
I'm sorry, I have very little use for money. I do, however, require an eye for my research.
We don't have all day.
There's a breeze.
They're on the beach. Take them alive.
What about him?
They're coming. 2 men, armed.
You know, when we first tried to get off this island, it was as strangers. But now it's as brothers.
See you on the freighter.
You're lucky Ivor wants you alive.
I told you I'd come back.
Fantastic. We're saved.
He likes you. Don't worry, he won't bite. Reverend Thomas Flynn.
Oliver Queen.
This is Abraham. I remember you from before. You escaped.
With that blonde whore.
That's Hendrik. He's a charmer.
Yeah, I hope she rots in hell.
Hey, Sarah was a prisoner, just like all of us.
Right. Funny, I never heard her scream.
How long have you been here, Thomas?
A little over a year. I was working as a missionary in Maliku, just off the coast of India. Ship docked there for supplies. Dr. Ivo asked me to come aboard to administer last rites for a dying man. My mistake.
Sorry.
Don't be. Can you imagine a better place for a man in my line of work?
Hey, watch this.
Mr. Queen, welcome back. My men are still searching the beach for your friend and Sarah. They have the Mirakuru. So, where are they? Go to hell. Maybe you'd like to rethink that.
Ivo, you torture me all you want to. I am never gonna tell you where they are.
No, not willingly.
What is that?
Oh, this? See, this is sodium pentothal. It's a more colloquial yet very descriptive name. It's truth serum.
Wait, no, wait. No, I'll tell you everything!
Let's begin.
Are you married, Mr. Wilson? Do you have any children?
Sadly, neither.
Well, there must be someone special in your life.
There was. But she passed away a few years ago.
I'm sorry.
My mother and I have had to deal with a lot of loss, unfortunately. And eventually we learned that you just have to move on.
I don't believe that. You know, I heard that your family has an affinity with the fine arts.
Yes, my husband amassed quite the collection of 19th century American landscapes.
I'd love to see them.
It'll be another day. We have some family business that we need to discuss right now.
I'm sorry. My son seems to have forgotten all his manners. Let me just get my staff to open up the rest of the house.
Thank you.
Mom? Ollie?
Not yet, kid. I'm still to meet the rest of your family.
Hello? Hey, Ollie, have you and Mom talked? 'Cause this whole not speaking thing.
Thea, now's not a good time.
Who's your friend?
Slade Wilson. It's a pleasure to meet you. You know, I've heard such wonderful things from your mother.
About me.
Thea. What perfect timing. This is Slade Wilson, and
They've met.
I was just about to show him our collection. But you're far better suited. Come.
Senior year, I was obsessed with art. My teacher made me bring my entire art history class over here to show our pieces. It was exactly as mortifying as it sounds.
Oh, I'm sure it wasn't, but you're a very lucky girl to have known such privilege. And I'm fortunate to have your entire family here.
Oliver. Oliver, what's your name?
Oliver Jonas Queen.
Oliver, where were you born?
Starling City.
Why did you build a bonfire on the beach?
So you'd see it.
I told you.
Was the bonfire a trap?
Not a trap. It was a distraction.
was the bonfire a distraction? Where are Sarah and Slade right now? Where are they?
They're on the freighter.
Where on the freighter?
They're in the engine room because we have a raft.
Sound the alarm. I want every man on this freighter down in that engine room. Search the entire floor. Go!
Oliver Jonas, Queen.
Secure all decks!
It'll taste even worse.
But it'll work.
I spent a year with Anthony Ivo. I know how he thinks it'll work.
And what is it exactly?
Cocculus indicus. It's a natural source of picrotoxin, which will counteract effects of barbiturates.
Like sodium pentothal.
Ivo's favorite, but you still gotta act stoned to sell it.
Lucky for me, before all this, I had a lot of practice.
They're clearing the deck. The top of the ship's empty.
Are you ready?
You really don't want an honest answer to that. But you've done this before, right?
Nobody's done it before!
Here, I think these belong to you.
We were on a clock, and she needs to free the prisoners.
Ivo sent his men to the engine room just like we planned.
More convenient for me to take them out. Go find Ivo. He can't get off this ship. But don't kill him. That son of a bitch is mine.
And here we have a Curtis Swan from 1882. Fun fact about this one, he actually painted it with his left hand due to severe arthritis.
It's absolutely exquisite.
I can't tell you how many offers we've had from private collectors for it.
But it was one of Dad's favorites. Wasn't it, Ollie?
Yes, it was. He loved that one.
Then you must never sell it. I believe that when we lose someone we love, we have the obligation to honor their memory.
You think eventually I'd hit something?
Be patient. Ollie makes it look easy.
Is anyone going to get that? I'll take that as no. No worries. No matter where I go, I'm just answering phones. Hello? Oliver? Well, I do think we have been butt dialed.
And here is a Joseph Cooper from 1890.
Hey, that's Thea.
That's gorgeous.
Wait, hold on. I know that voice.
I actually have a painting from his first solo exhibition in Boston.
Oh, God, no.
Who is that?
His name is Slade Wilson. And unless we stop him, he's gonna kill Oliver and his entire family. We have to move. Now.
Are you sure it was Slade Wilson? I thought he was dead.
I'm sure. That's not a voice I'd ever forget. What's the biggest gun you got down here? That might work.
Might?
He has the Mirakuru in him.
So do I.
Can I trust you?
I'll be fine.
Slade was a trained killer before he was injected. You get the chance, you get a shot, you put him down.
Please save Oliver.
Why are you doing this?
I'm with Oliver now.
Why should I believe you?
Because you don't want to die. Go.
You helped that maniac torture us.
Anthony.
Anthony. I was married to a boy named Anthony,
I know, sweetheart.
but he went away.
I went to find a cure. And I found one, sweetheart. I found it. It soon.
He was a doctor, but he went away.
It's harder than it looks, isn't it? Killing an unarmed man.
Seemed pretty easy when you murdered Shadow.
I didn't murder her, Oliver.
Ivo, you shot her in the head!
I gave you a choice! You chose Sarah. You blame me. But it's because you can't face your own guilt. I loaded the bullets, yes, I pulled the trigger. But you aimed the gun. And you hold yourself responsible, don't you?
Yes. That doesn't mean I won't kill you.
The question is, what will he do?
Is it true? Tell me.
Leah tried to tell you.
Tell him, Oliver. I was angry, like you are right now. I wasn't thinking clearly. Shut up! I acted rashly. I told him to choose between Shadow and Sarah.
Don't listen to him. He's a monster. He will say anything. You know that he will.
Tell him I'm lying, Oliver. Say it.
I can explain.
You child. Ivo. He's dead. As dead as you are.
One time, you can pray for me. Behind you!
Ollie! Are you okay?
We know!
Slade?
Wait.
Stop! Don't move. Get in the cell. I do not take orders from you. I am this ship's captain. Not anymore. This is my ship now. Any objections?
Slade Wilson is dangerous. No chances, no mistakes.
I'm in position. If Slade comes out, I'll have the shot.
Thermal imaging's coming up now. They're in the Northwest Hall.
Roy, remember, just get Thea and Moira away from Slade. Don't start a fight. You'll lose, okay?
Okay.
Let's go.
Thank you again for such a wonderful and insightful tour. You were a remarkable guide.
Did you have a favorite?
I found the Promise to be particularly compelling.
Thea, you home?
Roy, I thought I was meeting you at Verdant.
Oh, yeah.
This is,
I'm Roy Harper.
Slade Wilson. That's a particularly firm handshake you have there, son.
Yeah, you too.
Ollie, there you are.
Sarah, we didn't hear you come in.
I didn't want to interrupt the tour.
Mr. Wilson, this is my son's friend, Sarah Lance.
Of course. You're the girl who came back from the dead.
We're just glad to have her home.
Oh, I can see. I mean, it's hard to find that special someone who means everything to you. You were very lucky.
So, what would you like to do now, Mr. Wilson?
Well, I hate to break up the party, but I think I should be going. I look forward to seeing more of you, Moira. And your lovely family.
Dick's got a shot lined up outside.
Mr. Wilson, may I walk you to your car?
Skull mask, all this was you. They worked for you.
Well, I have my allies, just as you have yours. John Diggle, for example. I suppose you're wondering why he hasn't taken his headshot. Don't worry. He's still alive, for now.
What do you want?
5 years ago, I made you a promise. Do you remember? Well, I'm here to fulfill it. I'll see you around, kid.
We made it. Where's Oliver?
I need you to see something.
Okay, wait. You need me. Okay, you have the Mirakuru in you.
Not just in me. You burned a box full of dirt.
Okay, look, I can help you understand how it works. I've spent my entire life studying it, all right?
It was you. You were the one who killed Shadow.
No, he chose! It was him!
Give him your gun. Take it. And show me how you killed Shadow. Show me!
This isn't you. It's the Mirakuru. And you're sick.
I don't care.
I was trying to protect Sarah. But I didn't want Shadow to die. I cared for her too, and you know that I did!
I don't care.
You said we were brothers. You said that.
Is that how you did it? Is that how you pointed the gun at her?
Yes.
Get him out of here.
You just killed me.
Kill you now. It would be a mercy. You cannot die until you have suffered the same way that I have suffered. Until you have known complete despair. And you will. I promise.
Mr. Wilson leave?
Yeah. It's getting pretty late. I'm gonna go too.
Oliver, I know you and I have our differences, but they hardly excuse your behavior tonight. If this is the way you're going to act around me from now on, then don't come by the house anymore.